but they didn't. And I should explain to everyone too the basic story of Tangerine because it's a small story. After Sydney was in jail, she gets out and is told by her best friend Alexandra that her longtime boyfriend Chester has been cheating on her with a real girl because both Sydney and Alexandria are both transgender sex workers working in, I would say, in the border of like Hollywood, California, and that Hollywood, they're not in Hollywood, California, but like a block or two
No,
away
they're
from
in Hollywood.
Hollywood, California.
It's Hollywood.
It is Hollywood. Okay, it is okay.
Yeah, like I
Okay,
told
that's
you
fair.
earlier,
So the
I
whole movie.
lived only maybe 5 blocks from where they filmed this. I g
So did you notice it? That's. I do want to know more about the story. Did you notice anything at all of them shooting this
No,
movie
I
there
it
while you
was
were?
long afterwards, but yeah, there are a lot of little fun details I might be able to add to it, and I did have one strange different reaction to it that we can talk about later that most people wouldn't have unless they actually lived there. But Santa Monica, the street, is not very far from where I am. Now, the scene you showed, I think, is on the border of West Hollywood, and it depends on where they were on that block as to whether they're in West Hollywood or in Hollywood on Santa Monica. It's really strange because the border between the two is in the middle of a block. It's not a street.
Yeah. And I've noticed with this movie, as well as the Florida Project, that the sets and the scenery adds a lot to the storyline of this movie too. Like the whole donut time, that is an iconic space there. Do you remember, was Donut
Well,
Time a
yeah,
real
but it's
shop
not a
over
donut.
there?
It's now a Danny Trejo donut shop. Danny Trejo bought it.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fair. So yeah, things like that. The one area where Alexandra sings at that bar,
that is
uh,
West
like
Hollywood. That's Hamburger
this
Mary's.
feels like
It's no longer there. It closed.
that's
But yeah, you take the Santa Monica bus and you go up uh, to Hamburger Mary's in West Hollywood, which is Boys Town. It's where many gay people live.
sure, gotcha. And then is there like the I guess a good elements of like the trans community
No, in
over
that
there as well?
area,
And was
it's
that
mostly, well, I don't know what it is now because it's been so long and they were trying to clean it up. But there is prostitution there from young people, teens, as well as the trans community. But I think by the time they actually filmed this, I think that had moved on to another location.
okay? Well, and the one thing about this movie, as well as other Sean Baker features that he has done, is that the storyline is almost very conjointed in a way. Yes, we do have the story of Sydney and Alexandra trying to find out where Chester is, and not just Chester, but this real girl, Dana. But we also have the story about this cab driver who is Karen Kirkgillian, who has been in basically all of Sean Baker's movies from um, his first feature, Takeout, all the way through to Nora. And I liked his character very much in this. You know, he's a guy that has like traditional family, and his kink is being with trans women. All right. And I love the one sequence where he picks up a sex worker and has her drive or he drives her to the spot, and he gets so excited because he wants to go down on her, but she takes the panties off and she doesn't have a dick, and he just like, what do you do with it? Would you tuck it back there? Where is it? All right, no, give my money back. That's it. Oh, so a lot of like elements of humor there, and there's even another great sequence where Alexandria is trying to get 40 butts off a guy just to have her touch like his balls. Yes, I'm being vulgar for you people, so deal with it. You're fine. But that element where they get stopped by the cops, uh, all the dialogue in this movie, it's scripted, but it's also not scripted as well.